That's fucking hilarious. What's good, fam?
Just finished watching American Horror Story season 4, the
Now
Freak
let me
Show one.
now let me ask you something. How many seasons is that?
How many seasons does it have?
Yeah, because you say you on season 4.
Well, I saw season 1. I saw 3 episodes of season 2, and my wife said, "Let's jump to the season with Freak. Let's jump to Freak Show." Because we're watching American Horror Story, so each season is different.
So it's not like a straight up like story throughout the whole thing. It's just like
It's just
here's
a
a
story
story
within the
season.
season.
Oh, trash. No, I'm fuck with you. I'm fuck with you. I ain't never seen it. I'll be honest with you, I don't even think I like shit like that because like scary things are not my cup of tea. I enjoy like if it's hilarious, yo, I'll watch a million episodes. But like, let me tell you, I'm watching Star Wars: The Clone Wars right now. That shit is fire. By the way, I'm recording everything. So, yo, what's good? It's your
Hey!
boys, Jose and Hose B, also known as
Hey!
Team Espana, aka the
Hey!
Hispanic Mechanics, and all that fun jazz. Um,
Hey!
basically, everybody's in quarantine. People ain't got nothing to do. And guess who came up with the idea for some fire content?
Me, Hose B. But to keep it real, Jose did all the hard work.
I was gonna say both of us and give us joint credit, but I mean, if Hose B wants to, do what he got to do, that he gonna do what he got to do. So basically, I guess we have to explain to people what this is, right?
I mean, it's really two guys who are stuck at home filming themselves do ridiculous things.
That sounds wild. But yeah, that's basically what it is. Is some of you may know us as the Fuegoist tag team on the independent scene. Some of you may know us just as Fools. Some of you may know us as, different names. Salsa con Fuego, Hobo Sexy, Chop Master Flex. I don't know if you got any more. I could keep going for days for myself, but that's
I got
because
the
I love
buffet
talking about myself.
prince.
The
I got the
Buffet Prince.
buffet prince.
You
You
are
know
the
the
Buffet
buffet prince
Prince. My
because I'm
bad.
more than you can eat, baby. I'm all that you can eat.
I wouldn't want to eat you. But that's not the point. Anyway, what we got today on tap is actually one of our first matches. This might be our first match as Team Espana, right?
Um, as just the two of us,
We can
yes.
make it if we try. Just the two.
Because I think at this point the original. Okay, so backstory. I think let's tell the origins of Team Espana in
Let's
order
do
for
it.
this to make sense.
So, I guess,
Because
should I start that then? Or should you
yeah,
start
go
that
ahead.
then? I mean,
Take it away, Jose.
oh, okay, cool. So, fun story time. A long, long time ago, I'd say about 2000, the end of 2014, beginning of 2015. At that point, I started training in 2012, so I was training maybe 3-4 years, and we were looking for a thing to do. Something. I was always somebody who would show up to shows, but like, how do I describe this?
So you had learned how to wrestle, but they didn't have a character and or gimmick for you, so you would
Yeah,
just fill in spots as necessary.
yeah, because some of the stuff that I did was I was once Cobra Commander. I was guy number 3 in the background. I built the ring. I would fuck around. Hey, where you going?
My bad, the AC turned on. I just want to
I
make
know
sure you
my
can hear
story
me.
wasn't that good, but damn, you ain't gotta walk away from me, boy. I was just saying, I was the young upstart in the struggle looking for something to do. I would have took anything, and we were given the idea to create. Well, I was specifically told find a way to make soccer players cool. I know how to make soccer players cool because I'm cool as fuck, and B, soccer's pretty dope. Like, has anyone ever played football, soccer? That shit is mad tough. Like,
I
but
mean, I can't run for 90 minutes or 45 minutes in two halves. Have you ever seen me hit the ropes? I'm blown up after like 30 seconds, bro.
that's true.
Um,
That
and
is
when you say we, you don't mean you and me.
Well, that was the next part I was about to get to because somebody here wasn't originally a part of Team Espana. There's one match that I've had without you on a part of Team Espana, and it was like the November of that year. It was me and another person who shall be nameless. He will be Jose B.A., if you will.
No, let's be real. He was the original hose
He
B.
I mean, yeah, he was the original Hose B, and somewhere he was gonna be Hose C. originally going to be a goalie because, you know, they were a little on the pudgier side, although that was probably the best shape in your life. Like, we're going to see back. That was probably the best shape in your life.
I'm 6'1", and I think he was 5 foot something. He was shorter than you, right?
Yeah, he was like 5'6".
Yeah, so like it made sense. Like you guys were kind of the athletes, and you know, and you guys had more experience than me, so it made sense to put me as A, the goalie, but B, as like the new guy learning from you two experienced gentlemen. But this is
I was
around
wrestling longer than you.
So around November, December of where are we? 2014?
Nah, we're definitely at 25th. December 2014, beginning of the January, December.
No. So December 2014, this original person decided not to show up on the show, said he wasn't going to show up,
and then vanished.
And then disappeared.
Vanished.
If you're
never
watching
seen
this,
from him. Never.
nothing,
Yo,
bro.
For real. If you're watching this right now, like I'm not even mad. What happened to you, bro? You still alive? Hit a brother up. Playteamespana@gmail.com. You can hit me up on Twitter or Instagram. Playteamespana. Let us know what happened to you, because
let's keep it real. Let's keep it real. You are hitting Jose up because Lord knows my old ass ain't on social media. If you see a funny tweet or funny thing on Instagram, 90% of the time it's Jose because you are our social media presence.
I don't know if I'm a social media presence so much as quarantine has given me so much time that it's like, yo, I'm going to write something. Let's see what it goes. And honestly, like, this was a really good step for us because, like, social media and, like, branching out is something that I feel like we struggle with as, like, characters and, like...
Hey, I lost you.
Did you find me?
Oh, I couldn't hear you for a second. What happened?
Oh, my bad. I was saying, like, social media is really good. Like, it's good that this happened because, like, we don't know how to use social media and shit like that. So, like...
I know I don't.
Y'all going to be seeing a lot more of us. Just let it be known, you know?
So when it's all said and done, if you don't like the content, blame that guy.
It's on me. But if you love it, it's on me. So what y'all got? Anyway.
So yeah, back to this story, this origin story. Here we are, the winner of 2014 going into 2015. And I was kind of in a similar position as to where Jose was at the school that we were training as. You know, our head trainer was like, you know what to do. We just need to find a spot for you on the show. And really, you pitched the idea of like, hey, he's always hanging out with us. He's Hispanic like us. He looks like us. Why don't you put him with us? He'll be our goalie.
Yeah, because not for nothing, around that time, like, I rode with you probably more than I rode with the original Hoseby at that time. Because you lived, like, right across you live right before we crossed the bridge, because I live in New York, you live in Jersey, in case I know.
Yes, that's right. Surprise, folks. Surprise.
Yeah, we don't travel from Spain all the way to every show constantly. Because Lord knows that bill would be ridiculous.
Oh, man.
But yeah, so this is the first match of the Jose Hoseby 2.0, the Jose Hoseby that you know and love, and the Jose and Hoseby that's probably, you know, for the best.
So to set this up before we get started, this is we're going to go really behind the scenes with this because this is someone's bachelor party. Someone had set up a bachelor party at a wrestling show at some I think an Elks Lodge or a VFW somewhere.
It was an Elks Lodge.
So I think it was like Lyndhurst, I want to say, somewhere around there. And the people in the building were like, well, you told us this was a bachelor party, not a wrestling show. So no, you can't have a wrestling show here. And I was like relieved because I was super nervous because it was like, oh, hey, you guys are going to have this big tag team match. It's going to be your first like kind of real match with this character.
Yeah.
So I was super nervous. So when they were like, oh, this show might be canceled. Hell yeah. No problem for me, man. That's just, woo, let's go to the bar. And then the powers that be at the time decided, hey, maybe we can make this work and we'll move it to the location that it was at, and which was Rahway. And so that's where we were training at and all this other stuff. So the building was nice enough to let us have this, you know, quote unquote show. And, you know, let us have this show. And that's the match that you're about to see.
All right. So with that being said, fam, let's get started.
Funny.
Damn, why he gotta come at my pudge like that?
It's
I was
right,
a little thicker.
His muscles were brought at the time, you know. You can't buy fat.
I complained to the ref. Like, yo, why is he touching my chichos? I'm about to fuck him up.
Oh man, the
Hey.
grudge match! I forgot about this. This is Jose against
I don't even
Justin
remember what I
Reno.
did.
Oh man, if this happened today, this would be very different in circumstances.
Yes, very different.
There would be a lot more snug lockups. And I never understood this. Like, you have what, a year and a half more experience than me, 2 years more experience than me.
Then who?
Yet,
You?
hey, we're gonna bring you in and we're gonna beat you up.
I take a hell of a beating. I already know what to tell you. I'm pro, bro. We out here.
They take their soccer very seriously on the fields of San Bandolera, so, you know, forget about it, maybe.
Woo!
You can see on the outside all the bachelor party guys. I think the guy with the crown is the guy that's getting married. The fuck you pin.
That's just my pin. Oh wait, do we even have tag moves now? I guess we're about to find out. Damn, look at how skinny you are.
Why is he holding on? He is not that big to be holding on. I'm so nervous. I'm shitting my pants. Look how skinny I am. Oh my god.
You was Hose B used to be a small boy.
Yeah, man. Well, this was back when like I did cardio and stuff. And like Gibbs broke my toe, I think 2 years after this. So I stopped doing cardio when that happened. Headbutting the shoulder.
Of course, textbook.
Fundamentals. We didn't have, bro. This is our first match as a team. We had no double team moves. We barely had like anything cohesive. Although you should have got more of a shine for that.
Like two out of the 4 teams here are like brand new, because I believe these 2 are brand new too. They might end up being the Merry Men in Tights.
No, that's right? Nick and Valerio.
Nick Rodriguez and Val Lamorte. They used to be in PWS as Merry Men in Tights, like I said before.
Yes. They're no
Ravens Wrestler Rescue. There we go.
Yes. Yeah, go buy that at Google somewhere.
Also featuring Team Espana.
They were newer than I was. Like, those 2 are the least like experienced guys in this match. As you could see there, where he like tried to duck something and
look at Big Beef.
Oh God, Beef! Thank God you stopped wearing flesh-colored tights.
Yeah, he looks naked. He does.
All happening in his corner.
Yeah,
beat him up. Beat him up, baby. Beat him up. Yeah.
Get him, boss. Get him. Oh shit! There was a lot more people at that party than I remember.
There's a lot more people at that show than there are currently at certain shows. Anyway,
I mean, nobody's outside these days, so currently, you know. Hey! Wow!
That's how they gotta live.
Wow! That was a 3 count.
I love Gibbs, but man, Gibbs, it's a. Oh, you rushed that.
I love how every time I do that, I roll forward because I didn't know how to like land on my feet back in that time. Also, I took that right in the corner, right in our corner.
Right in our corner.
That's
rushed
yeah.
That. It's just funny watching this now, and you were like, God, this was 6 years ago.
Hey!
This was like 6, 7 years ago. Oh.
Damn, you look so skinny. I can't get over that.
Yeah, man. This was when I was a hot young baby face, ready to take on the world.
Now you're a disgusting hobo and you're better than ever.
I couldn't moonsault back then, bro. I'll tell you that much now. But it still boggles my mind. It's like, hey, let's beat up the guy who has more experience on this team. And that way, you know, when the when the inexperienced guy gets brought in, he's gonna beat us up.
You know what I remember from this more? You dropped me on my head somewhere. This was a backstage thing. I'll get to that after. I'll get to that after the match. But I gotta. You dropped me on my head at this show. I remember now.
Oh, my bad. He wanted me to come in, I think. And he was like bitching that I didn't come in. And it's like, dude, this is my first like official match, or maybe honestly overall, this is probably my third. This is probably my second or third match.
Oof.
My first regular match. This is our first match as a team, but as a wrestler by myself, this is probably like my third match overall.
Damn, really?
Yeah.
Oh, because you started like 2014, right?
I started in January. I went to an open house in December of 2013, and then joined the school January of 2014, and then I did the rookie battle royal in June. I came at a weird time. Like, they were transitioning out of one building into another. So, like,
That's when we went from McCutcheon to Rahway.
Going before we went back to Rahway, yeah.
I don't know if you noticed. I hit the ropes, but instead of going to a straight line, I kind of turned and ended up in the middle somewhere. So I went.
Yeah, it was weird. But they whipped you off weird, too.
No, but I had that issue. Like, I had that issue not for nothing. Like, there was a point I could not for the life of me run a straight line.
I remember that, yeah.
I would always run, and then it'd be like a checkpoint. Like, I just, like, zoom out of nowhere.
Yeah. Well, I think what happened, like, you were pivoting weird.
Yeah, I do like a weird, like, jump step whenever I hit the ropes. And that helps me stay in the straight line, because if not, then, like, I don't know how to turn. Oh. Soccer Mania running wild. Because it's going to come crashing down and it's going to hurt inside, boy.
Hell of a sell.
You know, constant professional. Why he kicked that out wide? You ain't even give me the two.
A lot of this is all over the place. And I just love me. I'm just standing there in that same position.
With no idea what's going on.
With no idea. I'm like, I don't know when he's going to tag me, but he's going to tag me. Oh, here it comes.
Wow. Jose Nieves.
Yes. Oh,
you're not even Hose
B. Look at that fire. Look at that drop kick.
Ooh.
So, yeah, I came in as the goalie as Jose. It was Jose Nieves. It was Jose Hernandez, Hoseby Fernandez, and
look at you scrambling. Hey, whoa! Someone struggled to get that. Oh!
So he told me, hey, roll me up O'Connor. Yes, folks, wrestling is predetermined. Look at me hold that position. Look at me hold that position. Like, so obvious I'm holding
Hold on. Can I? Damn.
That's the match. Yeah, that's it.
I ain't never seen anyone hold themselves up like that. Not anyone, but I meant you more specifically.
And, like, it was so obvious I'm holding myself up. And it was so obvious that I'm waiting for him to come in.
Yeah.
And, like, the crazy thing is, he called in the back, hey, roll me up O'Connor. And then I'm going to roll you up in an O'Connor. And from me, Dustin Carino, whatever, Mark Carino, I love you, bro, wherever you are, be happy. Mark Carino was like, I'm going to reverse your O'Connor roll with an O'Connor roll of my own. And then I'm going to lift you up in the pearly gates, and we're going to hit our finish. And when you look at it, and now that I say it out loud, that makes no sense.
In theory, it's cool.
Like, in theory, it's cool. In paper, it's cool. But in physics of real life, he's not where he's supposed to be.
I see what you're saying. Because it's like, if he's sitting on you, how is he going to wrap around and still
How is he going to, if he's sitting on my gooch, how is he going to wrap my legs around his waist?
Yeah.
it makes no sense. And that's why you saw what you saw. Like, it came out all fugazi.
My favorite part about that match, like I said before, didn't happen during the match. So I don't know if you remember this, but
I remember
this
clearly.
was this was the Bachelor show where you dropped me on my head, you asshole. So we had like, because once we were switching buildings, it was weird because like we had the time originally it was supposed to be, it got pushed back. So because of the building switch, the show was supposed to start originally at like 5, it ended up starting like at 7 or 8 or something like that. So we
Something
had
like
some
that. Like,
downtime.
it went from like 3 to 5 or 5 to 7. It was like it got pushed back a couple hours. Yeah.
Yeah, so we had some downtime and we were just like hanging out. But in the Rahway Rec Center, sometimes they have mats there because they do like amateur wrestling or they do like gymnastics and a bunch of other things. It's not the point. But we were fucking around and someone here, you, thought that they could have this idea to pick me up for a gory bomb. And they just wanted to pick someone up to see how the position was. My dumb ass was like, you know what? You my partner. I love and respect you. Let's do it. You picked me up and then you put me right back down, motherfucker.
Let's just say it was you, me against Gravity, and Gravity won. This was before I started lifting, and I was more of a cardio guy. Yeah, no, I couldn't pick you up, like, because we weren't on like we weren't on a regular floor. We were on the gym mats, these thick black, mats that they use in college wrestling, and I think WWE uses them around the ring. So like there's like a little squishiness to them. So when I went to pick you up, I lost my footing and I lost you. And then I remember afterward, oh my God, are you okay? You like, yeah, we're laughing about it. Bobby Wayward was there. He got mad, came over and like took me down. I was like, you guys are fucking idiots.
Honestly, when he did that though, like in my head, I was like, oh, that's like outside, I was like, oh, that's wild. Like, that's unnecessary. But in my head, I'm like, yeah, get that motherfucker. He dropped me on my head. He deserves it. So shout out to you.
During that backstage, the ring got set up and we were kind of just waiting at that point and like calling matches or whatever. I remember a bunch of us started playing basketball and Matt McIntosh was one of the people involved. And that was the day I realized, McIntosh, you invited to the barbecue, Papa. Wherever you are, my brother, to you.
Also, that's where Beefcake's partner in the match that you saw just now actually sprained his ankle. Gibbs sprained his ankle playing basketball that same day. You dropped me on the head. That's why Bobby got mad at you, because literally maybe like 5-10 minutes before then was the whole thing with Gibbs and he didn't even do anything crazy. He was in his wrestling boot and he like stepped wrong on the mat trying to get a rebound. That's what it was. He sprained his ankle. And then later on, it was the thing where you dropped me on my head.
Yeah, but Gibbs will be the first person, at least back then, Gibbs was always the first person to tell you he always had messed up ankles. Like, I think
That's
he had
true.
a previous injury or he hurt himself early on in life. Because I remember we would always do like warm-up cardio and we kind of like jog around the gym a little bit. And he would always, anytime we would have to turn, he would kind of like, you would see him like
Move kind of odd.
Yeah. And it was because he had messed up ankles. And I never got that until like in wrestling, I hurt my ankle. And then all of a sudden you go to drills the next week or practice the next week and you gotta like, move weird in order to get the drill done in order to break a sweat and do all this other stuff.
Yeah, nah, that was definitely I didn't know any of that. Like that just shocked me just now. But yeah, that makes sense, I guess, because like my shoulder's been wonky ever since I separated it, so it makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's weird. It's like I always hear like older wrestlers go, you don't really know how to work until you work hurt. And like when you're first that year or two, hopefully you're all, injury free as best as you can be. But like once you kind of separate your shoulder like you did, get tendonitis in your ankles like I did. Yes, I have tendonitis in my ankles. Haha. I know I'm making it like it's this big thing, but it's really not. But
Yo, there's so many jokes I can make in there that I'm not even going to right now. We'll save that for another time because I ain't trying to take your soul this early. But go ahead.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Or have asthma, you know what I mean? Or like whatever, just different injuries. I've had like contusions and bruises. And
everything that comes along with wrestling, pretty much.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to hype it up OD. I'm just saying like we've,
there are days where you feel shitty. Yeah, I feel you, fam.
Oh, that's the worst. Is like you want as many bookings as you can get, like when you're first starting out, and then you finally have that, wow, I'm wrestling Friday and I'm wrestling Saturday and I'm wrestling Sunday. And then you got to get up and go to work Monday morning and you're like, oh, why do I want to do this? This sucks. I hate my life. And then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday just sucks. And then you go to the wrestling show, and then going to a wrestling show sucks. Hanging out, getting dressed. Yeah, that's kind of cool because you're with people you like sometimes, but it all sucks. And then you go out through the curtain and you're fucking, your character and you're all cool as shit. And then you realize, oh, this is not so bad.
And then you go backstage and then you're like, damn, this sucks all over again.
Exactly, my friend.
But it's great and it's what we love. I would like to say that I think we've gotten a lot better since then. And we're gonna keep this up. We're gonna show you matches here and there. Ideally, the plan is to show matches of not only ourselves, but anyone who wants to jump on board, any one of our friends and people we enjoy talking to. Or if, random people like John Cena want to pull up, you more than welcome too. Like,
yeah, but how would you do a video podcast with John Cena, because you can't see him?
But I can hear him, and that's what's important.
My bad. I love that you completely no-sold that. I'm just going to ignore. Yeah, one thing you guys are going to realize if you haven't hung out a lot with Team Espana is that Hose B is very corny and tells dad jokes.
Jose is kind of an asshole.
Kind of.
And curses a lot. I'm working on that. We're getting better every day by the grace of
God.
God.
I'm going to keep it real with you, fam. I think you only dropped like one F-bomb maybe, or maybe you said shit, something like that.
Nah, I've caught myself mad times in this already. Like 4 or 5 times. Like when the producer goes back and looks at this, I'm going to be like, damn, who keeps cursing like that? And then it's going to be like, damn, I can't be mad at myself.
So, yeah, that's the Team Espana show, or whatever we're going to call this thing. We don't even have a name for it yet.
This is to be decided. We will figure it out at a later date because, we got time. We're all in quarantine. We're all going to be stuck at home. But you know what you're going to get? You're going to get fire Team Espana content. Whether it be through the Twitter, whether it be through the Instagram, whether it be through the Facebook. We out here. And we all in this together.
YouTube, Pornhub, Bing, wherever you can find Team Espana.
We all in this together, fam. So with that being said, we love y'all and we see y'all later. Team Espana.
Also, no.
Oh, what you got?
How you end it.
What you got?
Follow us at Playteamespana on Instagram, at Playteamespana on Twitter, at Playteamespana on YouTube and Google Playteamespana, and you'll find everything that I forgot to mention. And with that, we will see y'all the next time we see y'all. Here's to the coronavirus.
Quarantine gang out.